Hi everyone, I am back and I'm led today to do a reading about love, okay? Let me explain something. There are many readers everywhere on YouTube, um, on Facebook, on wherever, but some of you may wonder why I don't do readings very often on twin flame relationships, on soulmate relationships, on relationships in general. And the reason why is because what I'm called to do is to be a messenger. I'm sort of like the prep person, right? I'm like the one who helps others heal internally first and then go on to have relationships, meaningful relationships. But I'm the love doctor for your soul, all right? And I don't mean that in a full of myself way. It's just my calling. And so today, as I woke up, was in meditation, I heard that there's a message about love that needs to be given, okay? This message of love, it is about your own soul, but something may come through. So don't be disappointed in what I'm saying. It's just that as I've been on this journey learning to love myself, I've discovered a lot about how loving yourself opens the doors to opportunities that you never even thought possible. So this is a reading for all, okay? I have been feeling that I need to give something on twin flames, for twin flames, all right? And that's coming specifically for twins. But this is something that is needed for all right now, okay? When I was led to this deck here, I have the message within. The message will come through. But it's always great to have cards to have confirmation and just to see the visual and the artwork and how beautiful they are, right? So this deck is Romance Angels Oracle card deck, just so you know. And it is beautiful. So what I'm hearing as I step aside and let spirit come through is that there is a collective energy now of clearing out, making space, making room for purified love. The love that we have within ourselves in order to move into relationships, meaningful relationships with lovers, with friends, with family, whatever your role is in this beautiful love. Your soul is speaking and your soul is saying, it's time to really focus on sort of like the spring cleaning, right? It's like a beautiful detox of your own soul because there is someone out there for you, right? This beautiful potential loving relationship is here for you, but it can't quite come to you until you take care of your own work, inner work first. All right? And so let me just explain something. You've been wanting and desiring a companion, right? You've been wanting this relationship. You've been wanting a beautiful, uh, almost like fairy tale relationship, someone to come in and rescue you. Whoever that resonates with, you're probably thinking, oh, yeah, that's me. And some of you may be thinking there is no such thing as fairy tale relationships. It's all hard work. But whatever the story is with you, whatever reason why you want a relationship, your soul is calling out first, okay? Your soul wants you to hear what it is that you need prior to, and so you can go into a beautiful, lasting relationship. For some of you, if you are a twin flame, you know that someone is out there that shares your soul. You may already know who they are. Your soul is calling out. To fix, to cleanse, to purify your soul, okay? And some of you may be feeling, let me explain this first, because my guides want me to explain something to you. The other day, a message came to me, and I saw 3, I want to say levels of a storm, okay? A storm. But it wasn't on the physical plane. It was internal. And what I was told is that we see warning signs sometimes, right? That there's something coming. Something isn't right within, something's coming, or you feel some sort of pending like message, or something is, you feel something is looming, right? So, in all honesty, the other day I pulled a card. I was actually doing a reading. I was going to prepare to do a collective reading. And the storm card fell out, right? It kind of just popped out. And I looked at it and I thought, what's going on with this? And I sort of felt like it was a warning for me, right? There's a storm coming. I mean, people, we go through things sometimes. And so, the storm card that fell out, I put it back in the deck. We've all done that. And I reshuffled. And I went on with my reading. And then, all of a sudden, in probably 2 weeks' time, I received a vision when I was doing my meditation. And it was a tornado. I saw the funnel cloud. I saw it increasing in speed. I saw it picking up debris. And I saw the debris whirling around. I saw it pick up things that, if you've ever seen a tornado, it's like you you don't realize the power and impact this tornado could have, right? It lifts things off the ground that you would never think could be disrupted. And so in this, um, in this meditation, the tornado was picking up debris, and it was, as it was dying out, the debris that was in there whirling around kind of spit that out, and whatever it was destroyed that was in that tornado. So what I was hearing and seeing is, this is the first card was a warning, and this meditation, this visual, was what some of us are going through. Okay, we're going through an upheaval of things that have been stagnant or stuck within. It could be something from our past life that we've brought with us that's been stuck, it's been stagnant. We haven't been able to remove it or heal it, and we've been sort of in this state where we don't know why we can't get to that completeness, right? So what I was hearing is, as I was seeing this debris kind of falling away out of the tornado, was that what was going on inside of me and inside of a lot of people right now is that there's this energy that is sort of lifting out, cleaning out what's been stuck inside, right? Something that has been sitting and causing triggers and pain to still come up sometimes. And so I was told, for me personally, by, I believe it was God, that said, "You are my messenger. You're here to do this work for me, to deliver messages of love, to help people find their soul light, and to live the best life they can in honesty and truth." And so God said, I need you, we need you to be balanced, okay? So I need you to be balanced. I need to clear all of this stuff out so you can go on and be more productive, because there's a lot of soul work for you to do. There's a lot of work for me to do to help others. Okay, this is my calling. And like I said, I'm not here to give timeline readings, or something that says you're going to meet your partner at this date or this time or this place. It's not. I'm here to sort of prep you, right? And to help you with your soul work so you can have a better life for yourself, be more happy and at peace. And so God said, you're in this tornado right now, Naomi. Okay? We're cleansing, we're clearing you, because sometimes we can't figure out how to clear out things that need to be cleared out, or let go of things that need to be let go of. And so God said, I'm intervening. I'm intervening because what's in store for you regarding your mission of love is far greater than what you're holding inside, what you can't let go of, right? What you haven't been able to let go of. So he said, this storm that you're in is gathering up all those things that you can't let go of, that you haven't been able to because they're too painful. And so I felt it. I felt it so much. And I said, thank you for explaining, God, because this helps. And it could help others if they're going through the same. And so this is why I'm here. I'm here to explain to you that this really is about a journey of love, guys. It is. I'm gonna um I'm gonna explain to you in my meetings, in my readings, and my messages about how to get to that place of peace and love and light. That's what my messages are about. That's what God wants me to do. All right. So, the third storm that I saw was a humongous, it was a cloud. It was like a mushroom cloud, right? And it wasn't literal. It's not to be taken literal. This is a final clearing out, like destruction of things that aren't good for us and starting a new beginning. And I've been saying this for a long time. These readings, these energies have come through about new beginnings, right? New beginnings. Ending the old and the new is coming. Sorry for the camera shaking. I really have to get a camera stand. I think that would help a lot. So the storm that some of us are going through right now, it is you may have been receiving signs that something's coming. It may be a feeling inside. Something is upheaval. Something's coming up, right? And it's never to be looked at as something bad. It is always for your good, in a good way. And so it's like when we eat something we shouldn't, or our bodies feel sick with if you've ever had like the 24-hour bug, our bodies have to reject it because it's not good for us. It's not good for our bodies. Our bodies can't use what we've just ingested, and it doesn't flow within our bodies the way it should. So our bodies say, okay, time to get rid of this. And so that's what's happening with us, okay? It's our soul is calling us to release some of these things, so we can move forward. And so here, your soul is calling in love, right? Because you are love. Your soul is calling for you to have this meaningful relationship, but your soul is also saying, don't give up, all right? Because the romantic part of you that calls out to a partner to have a meaningful relationship with someone that feeds your soul, that feeds your energy, and you feed theirs, it's coming for you. But you have to do the work too. You have to do your inner work first. You cannot be in a relationship with somebody not in a sustaining relationship with someone when you're not at peace with yourself. It's true, because you can't expect someone else to fulfill something within you. Okay? You can't do that. You have to start within. Most people have this backwards. Well, if I find a relationship that's fulfilling, I'll finally be happy. No. You have to be happy first. And I know that won't make sense to some of you, because you're going to think, how can you be happy alone? See, you have to get out of that mind and get into your heart. You have to stop thinking that a relationship or somebody else is going to bring you this beautiful completion within your soul. That's just simply not the way it is. You have to have that first. Okay? This card can be taken a lot of different ways, but the way Spirit is telling me this card means that you're committed. You're tired of being alone. You're tired of not having a relationship that you really feel you deserve. You're tired of not aligning with your partner, your friends, your family, whatever it is. You're tired of it. This is not what you envisioned, right? And believe me, this is not a negative reading. This is to help you with your soul, to help you with yourself first. So Spirit comes through and says this card represents the commitment that you have to yourself to do your inner work so you can have that beautiful relationship. All right? Now, some of you may be in a situation where you're just not aligning anymore. And you're like, Naomi, this doesn't make sense. I'm not in alignment with my partner. And you have to be able to face that. You have to be able to realize that and understand it and know that if something isn't working, you cannot put a square into a circle. Do you know what I mean? It isn't in alignment. You have to admit to yourself. And that's where you go inward. That's where you go into your soul. And that's where your soul says to you, okay, let's work on me. And then let's see where this goes. All right? Some of you know that the timeline has run out and that it's time to go away from what you've been in for a long time or a short time, but your soul knows. And you know. And some of you know that there's something that has to be fixed. And before you go trying to fix everything on the outside, you have to fix it on the inside first. You have to go within. You have to face truths. Okay, truths don't hurt. It's the resistance to truth that hurts, guys. Believe me, I know. And when you work on yourself and you realize, I don't need to stand up to someone and fight because they're not bending to my will. That's not your soul speaking, okay? It's not about who's right, who's wrong. It's not about winning or losing. It's about love within. I say this over and over and over, and I'm going to keep saying it until I'm asked not to anymore. And so Spirit wants me to go here to this bottom of the deck card, okay? Don't get scared. Don't get nervous. This is about deception within ourselves and not facing those truths, okay? This is not necessarily about someone who's been deceiving you. This is about you deceiving yourself and not facing your truth. And we all have a beautiful truth within us. But we have to be able to open ourselves up to that truth and to see it, to feel it, and to embrace it, okay? Because the truth is never going to kill you, hurt you in any way. The truth is the truth. So it's time to look within. This card does say someone is wearing a false mask in this relationship, right? And wearing a false mask really means there's an untruth here. Does it mean your partner's cheating? No, not necessarily. Does it mean, your partner is not being truthful to you? Who knows? The deception this is what it means. Deception in this reading now in this message means that you have to come to full circle to your truth, okay? You have to admit it. You have to admit the truth to yourself, whatever that may be. And the truth is really about opening up doors of opportunity, right? This is not negative. This deception is about opening up doors of opportunity to the truth, to take off the false mask, to see clearly, through purified eyes, right? To see what is it my soul wants to tell me. Because whatever it is for your highest good. It's for the best. You see? There could be a truth in there that's, something eye-opening to you. But whatever that truth is, it's about self-love first. That's what it is. So, with that comes, your soul is asking you to release. When it says release your ex, it doesn't necessarily mean literally releasing your ex. Some people have not gotten over something painful in the past caused by an ex-partner or just a situation in general, and you haven't really released that. And so you're hating on everyone around you or everything around you, whatever event it was that caused you to have this pain, that tornado is going to pick up for you, okay? And it's going to help release and cause an upheaval that is actually a very good thing. So our soul is asking us to clear this energy out that's been stuck and stagnated, because in order to go on to a beautiful future, you have to love yourself first, okay? You have to allow the divine to come in and help you release. And you're thinking, oh God, that's going to be so painful. But it's painful as it exists within you. So what God is saying is, it's really important to love yourself first. And in loving yourself first, you have to release certain things that have been causing you to feel stuck. And some of you know that there hasn't been joy, there hasn't been happiness, and there hasn't been that beautiful relationship that you thought would be, okay? And this is not negative, guys. It's not negative. This is positive. This is... So what Spirit is saying is that when there's unrequited love, okay? And you feel as if you love somebody and they don't love you the way you love them, it's not necessarily about them not loving you. It is about something within yourself that has to be healed, okay? Now, we all know that we can't make someone love us. We can't make them. We can't change their destiny. We can't change anything about what is in store, even with love. The only thing we can do is take care of our own self-love and heal ourselves, okay? And then whatever disappointments we've had with what we perceive to be and what we had hoped to be a beautiful, loving relationship, we will see it more clearly, okay? We will be able to embrace and accept, this really maybe wasn't meant for me, okay? Because I needed to heal myself first. And when you start to heal yourself and you see your changes, you allow and you embrace the recognition and the truth of what this was or wasn't, okay? And you'll start to see it as it just is. And so then that opens up doors of opportunity for you to move forward, right? It opens up doors of opportunity for you to take control. Look, guys, look. if you're in a relationship that it just isn't, it's a struggle all the time. It is not joy being with someone, it is discomfort being with someone. It is a constant battle to, maybe you're feeling as if you need to win in this, right? You need to be victorious and over this person. But that's not what this is about. Because to truly have a beautiful relationship with someone, you've got to free yourself first. Okay? This free spirit that is within these, within fenced in here, and thinking that she is imprisoned, or he can get out of that gate, can get out of that fence, right? All they have to do is stand up and jump over it. They're not really stuck. But here's the thing. Human beings allow themselves to be stuck in situations because they think it's about winning or losing. It's about right, and or they think it's about they're right, the other person's wrong, and they're going to stick around to make sure they realize that other person's wrong, right? This is not what this is about, guys. It's not about strong arming somebody to stay in the relationship. It's not about begging someone to stay with you. You have to work on you. This is about love. Because once you figure that out and you allow your soul, you allow yourself to let your soul move freely now, right? To free yourself. You find that love, you find that relationship. And I don't mean going out and searching, I mean it will come to you, right? Fate. And fate will come to you. But you have to do some work too. You have to work on yourself, right? Look, the impossible made possible. This is a time, guys, of allowing yourself. Stop resisting change, okay? The change is within yourself. It is within yourself. And if something ends, it ends. There's nothing you can do. And actually, what happens is when you get more and more immersed in yourself and your soul, and I don't mean outward things selfish, I mean inward.